Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Nincompoops podcast. I'm your host, Paul, along with my fellow co-hosts, Jim and Dean. Hello, boys. How you doing? This
Hello.
fine day.
It is
Hey,
not a fine day.
No?
It's
Why is it
raining.
not a fine day?
I have contracted COVID Unicron, a new variant from the planet Cybertron.
He has. Or has he? Who knows? But yeah, you said you've been feeling like sick the past couple days.
Yeah, it started Monday.
Monday. Ah. Yeah, we had plans for New Year's hangout
Yeah.
come, New Year's Day, but it's probably not going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Yep, he's a sick boy.
And I don't want
I'm
to
also
pass
sick.
What are you sick of, Jim?
Sick of life.
Life sucks.
Life does suck. It is kind of buns. Actually,
Yes.
I've been kind of liking the rain though, to be honest.
I do
For me.
like the rain. But it got me sick, so.
Did it get you sick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
Oof.
did, because I think I walked cloud when it was like heavy rain here.
Yeah.
I think that's when it all started.
Ah,
Yeah.
I went for a run. I think on Monday morning, and it was raining then too. But that seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
I got the luck of the draw on that one.
It doesn't help the fact that everyone. It's like it started with Sunday, and then it passed on to Ron, and then it passed on to Suzette, and then it passed on to me.
Ah.
And I.
You guys should have done a house quarantine, bro. Like no one leaves the room, you know? If they have the poo, well too bad, they gotta use the bucket.
I took the heavy blunt of it, because they were like, "Holy shit, you're sick! Like you got it the worst." And I'm like, I guess
Oof. How often do you get sick?
Yeah.
not that often.
Ah.
Or masks, actually. But then again, it sucks wearing a mask in general.
Yeah, I was wearing a mask inside the house, so that way it doesn't fucking cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah, next thing you know, the flu you got gets variants from you passing to the other family members over and over.
Yeah.
It mutates.
Yep.
I don't know if it would mutate that much within one household. But then again, I ain't a scientist. I wouldn't know.
You give it enough time, eventually it will.
Enough time.
Might take years. It might take like 80,000 cycles of passing the flu, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we didn't do 80,000 cycles within a week, 2 weeks? Who knows?
We can start now.
What do you mean start now? Start what now?
I mean, not we, but Dean can start now. He can start the cycle. You'll just pass it around. It's like,
Okay,
hey, Sunday, catch, Achoo! And then just play hot potato with that shit, you know?
In the name of science, we'll find out in 80 years how many variants we could get from this one flu.
Yeah, in one household. Yeah.
Yep. That sounds like a dumb idea.
Yep.
In any case, how have you been, Jim? What have you been up to, friends? It's the last podcast episode of 2021. How do you
Yeah.
guys feel about that?
Feels weird. We've been doing this for another year.
Year and a half at
2020
this point, right?
2021 was lame, bro. It's like 2020, but like slightly better in the fact that the vaccine was created. So like,
Yeah.
we're all
It's a
vaccinated, so
a
we're
little bit more
able to
bearable.
do more.
Yeah.
That's about it. It felt like 2020, just slightly better. That's all it was, honestly.
Remember when we had so much hope and confidence, maybe 2021 will be better than 2020? Nope. That was a lie. That was a lie we told ourselves to make ourselves feel better.
Slightly better.
It's slightly better, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I want to say hey, 2022 would definitely be our year, but who knows at this point, you know? Like anything, we're just I don't know, waiting on that 1 year where we're like, okay, we beat COVID, but we just don't know when that is.
Yeah. I reckon probably at least another 2 years of this shit. That's my guess, at least. That's the vibe I'm getting with the current trends and all that.
Yeah, that's depressing. If all things go well, I'll start school in August, and it'll be my first time going to school during COVID. Like my last semester was my last semester where I wasn't on campus was the very first few months of COVID, and that was when like no one knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I was it was like a month or two of going to class, and that ended, and so it was all online from that point. And yeah, I don't know. I wonder how like with COVID going on, with camp, like going to school in campus is like. 'Cause I know Dean hasn't had that in a while either.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, your last quarter in person was when
The same
right
time.
when everything, yeah, same time as mine, yeah.
I even stopped going to school a little bit ahead of like the rest of the people
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
Yeah.
was just too afraid that I'm so unlucky with these things that I'm just gonna catch it and then bam.
Yeah.
I was lucky that I had already graduated by that time. I think I was like, I'm gonna work on my Marine Corps stuff, so no work for me. So I was
Yeah.
just stuck at home already. Nothing new changed for me.
Oh shit!
And-
I got to switch the things. Jerome's thing's still there.
Oh,
Oh.
you forgot to change it from last week? Ah, unprofessional.
Oh,
dude.
I'm
How could
Joram
you?
and myself, so I'm both people.
Yeah.
Unprofessional. How could you, Dean?
I'm
You
sick.
forgot. Damn, last episode of 2021. This is how you do it.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, he's working through a sick day. Okay.
That is true. We are making you work when you're sick.
Yeah.
Unpaid too.
That NyQuil last night hit me like a fucking bat, dude. I was knocked out.
You know what would motivate us to like keep going if we had sponsors? You know, that'd be dope as fuck. I'd be fucking in my hospital bed dying from COVID, but I'll still do the episode
We're still
for the sponsor money.
We're still doing the thing in ICU beds, and we're just like, hey guys.
And we're all like Paul's doing the intro through like the fucking insulator, like.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome
That's depressing.
to another episode.
I fucking die? I die in the middle of the intro? No, bro. That's messed. No.
We're like, shit, well, the sponsors already gave us our money. We gotta keep going. We can't stop now.
Who would sponsor people on their deathbed at that point? They're not.
Funeral
Advertisers are
people.
not going to see someone like die on
Rated
camera.
Shadow Legends would. You think they care? I don't think Rated Shadow Legends gives a fuck, bro. If they're like, hey, I mean, we know your homie Paul died, but we did pay you for this episode, you know? So you just...
Funeral
What do we
homes,
do?
Probably. Me and Jim would be like, since this is a perfect time to do a sponsorship, guess what we got today, boys? A coffin. And guess who's going in it? Paul. It's soft, comfortable.
So, Paul, what do you think about this memory foam coffin? Speechless.
Speechless.
It was so good, it knocked him dead.
God damn. God
Now
damn.
you can get yours.
Is your family member dying from COVID? Are you dying from cancer? No, have no fear. Have a plan for when you're dead. Here we
We'll
have.
show you something else to die for.
We'll have Peter's coffins. Look, our recently passed friend Paul of the podcast is now in a coffin. He's in maximum comfort for his dead body, and he's gonna be buried in such a sweet, sleek-looking coffin. Get yours now.
I hate it here. This is awful. I hate it here.
Promo code
It's terrible.
Nincompoops. Get yours for 20%
Get
off.
it?
I know that's our name, but I don't want like a piece of poo like painted onto my coffin when I die. If anything, I want to be freaking cremated. I think we've talked about this before.
We're putting our logo on your urn. That's what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah. You don't have
my
a coffin, we
Oh,
have
no.
urn.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to be cremated? Have no fear. We have a special urn edition just for you. Here, this would be used for Paul's dead body after he gets cremated from the coffin.
If you put
You
the
can-
code Nincompoops, you can get yours for up to 25% off.
Both the items. What a steal!
That's so dumb.
Jesus.
We're
This is dumb.
stupid.
Oh, are you worried about crapping yourself in your coffin? Have no fear. We have a new coffin bidet.
I I reckon I probably my body would have relieved itself long before then.
Yeah, but what if you're still pushing stuff out? Then, because the initial shitting was just the stuff you ate recently or the day before, but the stuff you ate recently would be will come out again. So we'll add a bidet to the coffin, so you can just wash yourself as dead shit yourself.
It's like a phantom poo. It just keeps coming.
Yeah,
Except it's real. It's real poo.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
speaking of sponsors, though, like what would you guys take out of all the common ones? Like let's say like hypothetically, Raid Shadow Legends is like, hey, you guys, this is hypothetically assuming we have like any viewers at all, right?
Right.
But hypothetically, they're like, hey, promote our product. We'll pay you $2,000 for the advertisement for this episode.
Is that how that works? Is that how sponsoring works?
Yeah,
Pay
it's
like
not. It's not. I don't know. I mean, it depends on your viewership. I would assume. Like if you're like a 1,000, or sorry, like maybe like a 10,000 subscriber Andy, you might get maybe a few thousand, but if you're like on a level of like Pokemon or Markiplier, you get paid a lot more.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
The rich just keep
'Cause-
getting richer.
Because the more people you're exposing your thing to, the more money you make. You would be making from these advertisements.
That is true. That makes sense.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends, go or no go?
I don't play I don't play mobile games.
If it's one of our first ones, then yeah, I think that would be a good start.
I don't know. For me, I feel like if I was like given a sponsorship, it had to be like something I'd use and actually like. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have it in me to like advertise something like I'm meh about.
I'm not. I think Raid Shadow Legends is a gacha game, and you guys know how I feel about gacha games. I think they're shit. I don't think it wouldn't feel right for me to promote it if
I don't even play
didn't
mobile
believe in
games.
If I didn't believe in it.
Yeah, if it was,
Yeah.
So Dean, Raid Shadow Legends, vote yes or no.
for the first, probably yeah. For our first thing, just try it out.
What about Dokkan?
Dokkan? Oh, dude, they better. They better. I'm fucking grinding that shit. Yeah, if Dokkan.
See, that would work. That would work because
Yeah.
Dean actually plays that.
Would you like sacrifice your principles, Paul, to vote for yes for Dokkan? Because Dean himself is the big user of it.
I would let him advocate for it. Yeah. If at least one of us uses the product and likes it, then I'll allow it.
Okay, so the Crunchyroll I would imagine is a go because we all watch anime
We
to
all watch.
different extents,
What's
obviously.
the other one?
Yeah.
The VRV one.
VRV, I think VRV is also my Crunchyroll, which is
Yeah.
and Crunchyroll is not owned by Funimation, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
What about what's that one? Any VPN service.
Oh, like
I wouldn't do
NordVPN or something
Nord.
like that,
I
or
know Nord's a big hey, do the ad.
Nord's a
but-
big one.
Yeah.
I think Express is the other big one.
Express, yeah,
Express.
Express, yeah. I think those are the big two that I see
don't
on
use-
advertisements on YouTube.
I used to use Nord, and it was kind of.
I think I might do a VPN. I don't use one myself, but it's more out of like laziness than anything else. So I don't know. If it's like a good VPN service, I wouldn't mind sponsoring it or getting sponsored.
I definitely would say no to Nord, just because I had a bad experience with it.
Okay.
I'll probably do like the Raycon earbuds, since I actually have
Raycon?
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
that. I
don't have those, but like I think wireless earbuds are such a nice fucking item that for anyone to have. Really, if it's affordable, then yeah, more reason
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah,
And from what I know, Raycon doesn't seem like a scam, like a lot of
Yeah, I know.
other similar products.
yeah. I got mine. This is not sponsored by Raycon, by the way. I've got mine like last year for Christmas, and it's been about an entire year. Pretty good. I've not had it fall out once. I've been like using it for like workouts or like running. Actually, pretty good. I like it.
Remember the first like iteration of wireless earphones? It was like wireless in the sense that it didn't connect to your device, but it was
Yeah.
wired from one end to the other. I thought that was
right,
stupid.
yeah.
That was such a lie. Like wireless
Yeah.
earbuds. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
shit.
Was that like Apple that did that first, or was it something
No,
else?
It was something else.
Yeah, something else.
It was I know the Beats by Dre.
All right.
Beats had it. Yeah, Beats had it.
Because I had one. I got it for Christmas, and I was like, these aren't too bad. Like, you just wrap them around your head, and they seem to like just stuck through. Unless you're doing like jumping jacks, then it's like definitely one gets out, and that's just so annoying.
Bought one from Ross. Obviously, it was like a shitty like no name brand, but I was like, you know what, I'm okay with that because I only want to pay for a shitty no name brand to see what the convenience is like. I tried it out and it broke before I was even able to use it. I was like, oh,
wow, you got robbed.
Yeah, so I was able. I refunded it though. Thankfully.
Oh, okay.
It was like $15, $20.
All right.
I wasn't expecting anything good. I just want something to fucking listen to music with, and that was it. And it just fucking died like instantly. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not buying any one of these anymore.
Yeah.
And then they started introducing the wireless earbuds. Like the Apple one, I think Apple was the first one, and then it was like a bunch of the other ones jumped in after. And those are nice. I still prefer headphones mostly because I just like the secure feeling, I guess. But I have my own wireless. I have like some Bose earbuds, and they're not bad. Even though I don't like the specific one in a way. Yeah. It's a nice thing.
The earplug looking ones.
Obviously I use like freaking like normal headsets when I'm at my computer, but when I'm using my phone or listening to videos on my phone, then I use like my wireless earbuds.
Yeah, I used to go through headphones so fucking quickly, like for my computer.
Same.
But then, like once I got my microphone, because usually the problem was it was always the microphone headset with the headset instead of the headset itself. Like the sound would be fine, but the microphone always like went to shit. So I always had to buy new headphones. And so once I got my Quadcast, like it's so much nicer now because the reason I got it wasn't for the podcast, although it was a nice like to have for the podcast, but just like not having to worry about replacing a headset, like so fucking nice because you just have a external one that has a better quality anyway.
Yeah. Same. So for me, it's always just been like for my earbuds, it's always just like the sound would die out, like the left one would die, and then the right, it'd just be like so annoying, or like the little like wires would just like you'd actually see the inside of it just because like for some reason something would break.
I know. I used to tape mine with electrical tape for so long, but like I actually found that before I moved out here, and I was like, holy shit, this shit's been with me for a while. It's all yellow, like
you look at it like this is like a potential fire hazard, but I'm really lazy to replace it.
Yeah, I ain't buying a new one.
Oh, you know what was a life changer too? Wireless headsets, because you can just walk around the house with your headset on. Because before that I always had wired ones. I was always annoying. I had to fucking take it out, miss out on like a music or video you're listening to or Discord or whatever because you had to like take it off to go somewhere. But then having like the wireless option, so like my first wireless headset was the Corsair Void Pro, which is what Dean's wearing, I think.
Honestly, I have not jumped on that bandwagon yet because you can obviously see the wire right here.
Yeah, once if this headset dies, I recommend. I know you're not here for much longer, but if you are,
I die and then go into my coffin.
You get in your coffin for our sponsorship. But if your headphone dies within the next month or something, I recommend getting a wireless one, and they're pretty affordable nowadays too. Like. Corsairs was what 80 on sale when we got it, Dean, or 60 or some shit. It was like pretty cheap.
And they got like new wireless ones too, like Sunday's wireless.
Yeah.
Headset.
Are they rechargeable or is it just like batteries?
Rechargeable, yeah, with usually micro USB.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like something that would be like neat.
Yeah,
because like I just don't want to deal with batteries, and I think I probably had the same fear with why I don't use a wireless mouse anymore, especially when I played like FPSs a lot more frequently, like TF2 or something. It's like something would just die in the middle of the game and just
yeah. The thing about the headset, it really depends on which model. Like for my headset, it has a 30-hour battery life, so I charge it throughout the night when I'm asleep, and then by the time I use it again, it it's it's 100% again. So even if you're literally playing on your computer all day, it should last you throughout the whole day. Some headsets give you like less life, and like I think the Corsair one was like 15 hours or 10 hours or something low compared to some of the newer models of stuff. But even that should like last you well throughout the day. And if you get like a 30-hour one, obviously there's more than 20. There's 24 hours in a day, so it's more than enough for you to last throughout the whole day with those.
Yeah.
And you just charge them. With your computer or without, it's fine.
Gotcha. Yeah, one day, but I don't. The main problem with that, even though I'm not leaving relatively soon until like at least the summer, hopefully, is that I don't got money. I'm poor. Need a.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, you took your test today, right?
I took my test today. Yeah, for the TSA, the computer-based test and all that. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, took my test this morning. It was like comprised of like two portions of. One portion was like English based, so it was just like multiple choice, and the second one was just like item identification. Like putting items through X-rays and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, English portion was easy. I'm like, this is for babies, easy. Went through that. I think I had like an hour to do that, but I finished it within like 25 minutes. And then the item identification portion, I was like, it's pretty much just like, we're going to show you like a picture of like several items, like a knife, for example, or like kitchen utensils. And like, here are examples of like forks that you need to look out for. And now we're going to show you an X-ray picture of these items in a bag. And you're like, okay, this should be pretty simple. And all they ask you like, is a fork in this bag? Yes or no? That's it. It's just like yes or no. And they give you like 15 seconds to check the entire bag through the X-ray. Seems pretty simple enough, but they don't fucking tell you though, or at least this is how it was in my experience. Is that here are the items, like a fork, for example, that you're supposed to be looking for, but you're gonna say no to most of these answers because you can't find a fucking fork or kitchen utensils. So it's just pretty much like everything at the beginning, like these are the items you're gonna look for. Be prepared to like say like no to like 90% of the stuff because you're not gonna find anything, and then you're gonna feel bad. You're like, am I just really bad at this? Like I can't find shit in here. And then you move on to like a gun or something, or like electronics, or like a phone, or like a toy car, and you're like, all right. After like the fifth item, I was like, okay, these items I see here, I'm prepared to like not see any of these at all for like almost the entire test. Cool. And I was like, at one point, I was like, all right. I hear you get to like your results almost immediately, like maybe like 30, like 10 minutes later after you finish your test. I'm like, all right, just give me that fail. All right, just let me out of here. This room's warm. And I guess I passed.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I passed the test, and I was like, I could have sworn I failed, because apparently, according to Google, is that like that X-ray portion of the test, apparently like only 30% of people who take the test pass it. So I'm like,
damn,
okay,
you're amongst the elite.
Yeah.
I guess I'm amongst the elite of TSA applicants that are like, okay, I could find items in the bag. I assure you, I could have sworn I failed because I hit the no button like 90 to 95% of the time. I was like, I don't see shit in here. What are you talking about? And you've like looked at pictures of like TSA like X-rays or something. You try to tell me what you recognize in that bag, because I can't. A lot of that stuff, like, it looks like a jumbled mess because like the items are just on top of each other. It's like weird. It's like transparent. It's like it's hard to look at. So I'm like, all right, I guess I passed. So right now they're just telling me, just like, okay, well, what was the word? Like conditional? It's not that, but it's like I have the potential to move on to get hired.
At will? Are you
No, not at will. It's something else, but I'll look it up later. But But yeah, we'll use at will for right now. But now they're asking me for my selective service stuff, and I was like, okay, I have the information right here. Let me give it. And the website's like, we'll contact you. I was like, what do you mean you'll contact me? I have it here. It's like a couple digits. But I guess I have to wait. And I checked Reddit, and people were like, yeah, you just have to wait. And I learned how long the process was, apparently. Apparently it's like, and I guess COVID also made it like the process even longer. Like, yeah, average process time to get hired for TSA is like 90 days. And I was like, what the fuck? 90 days? That's 3 months. I don't know if
You're like halfway.
I was like, I don't know if I have enough money in my bank account to last that long. I don't know if I could take this job because by that time I'll be in the negatives.
Be in debt, looking for a quarter. Please, I need to buy time to start working at TSA.
I need a job. So I was like, I might have to, like, even though like I passed the test, I might have to just like decline it just because like, look, I need to find a different job that, you know, comes sooner. I need to start making money like pretty quick. I have like $200 left in my bank account. I don't got time. I can't wait 3 months for a maybe. Even though like the pay is like $22 an hour, like it's like pretty nice, but like
it's nice, but it's not worth waiting 3 months for.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
especially
yeah,
you're leaving as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By that time, it was like I get hired. I'm like, all right, I work for like a month. I'm like, all right, I get selected for OCS. Time to leave in like 2 more months. I'm like,
That
like,
could fuck you over too.
Exactly. So I'm like, I might.
You just got this job. Yeah, we're not selecting you for OCS.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got this job.
Yeah, you're on the plane. You're on the plane to head over to OCS. They're like, hey, you got that job.
I know exactly. And you know what the crazy thing is too? Apparently, they said like the training involves like, I guess I would have to go to Georgia for 2 weeks for training for TSA. I'm like,
yeah, that's where they train the TSA people.
I was like, why the fuck? I thought I just want to do a part-time job for like, just so I can make money, not like an actual career. Damn. But yeah, I might have to just drop it, to be honest, even though I passed the test.
How can anyone like take this job then? Because you're dedicating time to even to just take the test, and you have to wait on top of that. Like, why would anyone do this job?
I mean, I guess they're assuming that you already have another job already at the time, so you're just like, you know.
Yeah, you just
but even then, like anything, like it's not like you're just applying for this one job either. Like yeah,
exactly, yeah. So
it sounds like a terrible process.
They really want you at the TSA. They want you to drop everything for the TSA.
They say it's a really long process just because, you know, like security clearances and all that. Make sure, you know, them terrorists don't get on them planes, you know. So I guess it makes sense, but like I just don't have the time commitment.
But TSA is not even like real security. It's like what I do. It's not real security. It's just theater. You're just putting on a show, really.
Yeah, but I think it's probably like a step above. 'Cause at least you're like, you know, checking bags for like, you know, potential explosives and all that. It makes more sense than what we did for security, and just like we just
even so though, there's no like data like suggesting that you like there's like an actual like it's actually effective when you do the process. It doesn't all the like everything that's been studied about this shows like it doesn't actually do anything.
Gotcha.
It's just a show that you put on to get people to think like you're actually doing something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers. I wouldn't know.
That gets them, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I might just drop this, to be honest, because I think at the same time I think it's like kind of like a low key blessing, just because like I applied for the airport just because like I want to be near planes because I want to be a pilot, and you know while I wait, might as well just do a job that in a field I most likely will enjoy, and I don't think working security at customs is gonna get me very close to like a plane. I can just like look out the window like, oh, I can see it, but I'm not actually near it. So I might just get like, you know, a much lower paying job just so I can like do things I enjoy, because like, you know, it's part time. I'm just trying to like make sure my balance doesn't hit 0 is all I'm trying to do right now.
I have a
While I
neighbor.
wait.
I have a neighbor who needs a young spiffing man to mow his lawn for him. All he asks is that you wear short shorts and, and a tank top. That's
It's
it.
cold
In this
outside.
weather, it's cold outside. It's
cold
raining.
outside.
California actually has rain now. I'm not doing that right now. Wait till
Wait till
I don't know. I don't even want to go outside during the summer, to be honest.
But he offers you
Hot.
lemonade sometimes.
I
He
I
dips
can't.
his finger in there.
It's like saying like job benefits. You get like free snack. You get like one free snack a day. That's it.
Monthly pizza parties at the office.
Monthly pizza party. You don't get higher pay, but we do offer free pizza parties every now and then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How dare they bastardize pizza in that way? Pizza is the food of the working man, but yet you use it to try to justify not paying them more.
I
It's
mean,
fucked up, man.
they'll do anything to justify not paying people more.
Yeah, but to involve pizza in it, pizza is innocent. How dare you? Fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I think I'll just wait like a day or two, and if like nothing progresses, I'll just apply for other jobs. Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you being picky with your job? Like, are you just like take me in, anybody?
I'm low key being picky right now. I just want to do like aircraft related stuff, and you know.
Well, I don't know.
Let's
I
just
don't know
airport.
what you can do within the next few months. For a few months with
Yeah.
aircraft for an entry level job, because I don't know if your history degree is gonna be very helpful to get that. You know, just
Nah.
just a little
I
doubtful.
mean, a lot of this stuff is like, you know, working at like the front desk or working at luggage and ramps and all that, aircraft refueling and all that. All that stuff is like saying like no experience required, no degree required, and all that. So like, all right, I'll take it. I might even go for like that $15 one, just cause like even though it's like it's $15, but like you know what, I'll probably enjoy it. I'm at that point now, Jim, because like my bank account's like looking real scary at the moment.
Or you could work at a food place and then bring us some food from when we hang out. You know, just like hook us up.
So anyways, I'll probably do the luggage thing at the airport.
Hey,
I don't want to do food no more. I don't want to do food. I did food for like 2 days and I got fired.
You know, maybe
It was like
second
another
time-
traumatizing experience.
to go to Georgia and take like a lesson over there? No, then hey, that's good enough. Does it take you 3 months to get the job? No, then hey.
That's assuming that it happens relatively quickly, because that's a long process.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that sounds terrible. They make you drop everything, go to Georgia, to go train for a few days. Like that sounds terrible.
It's not even like a few days. It's 2 weeks. It's half a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
And then they send you in coach and everything. You're like, hey, if you send me to Georgia, you better be fucking paying for my shit, bro. And they're
Yeah.
like, nah.
I
Nothing to
assumed
do
it.
with
I assumed it'd be pretty like quick or low key, just because like it said on the thing part time, so I assumed like all right,
Yeah,
probably shouldn't be
that's
that big of a
crazy
commitment.
for it to be
Yeah.
part time and the process is that long.
Yeah,
Okay.
That ain't no part time. They
yeah.
And the 2 weeks thing is like after knowing you're hired, right? It's not in preparation before they tell you yes or no.
I would assume so. Otherwise, that'd be fucked. That'd be fucked
Yeah.
up.
I think you can still get fucking kicked out.
Dropped.
Of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming you do like really bad
Yeah.
at the school or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But then you're just wasting time. You're like, you wait 3 months to fucking start working, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, it turns out you weren't good enough in Georgia, so you're just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, it is how it is. It's like kind of similar to like a Marine OCS. Cause like I've heard a story that, cause like, like military boot camp, you can't really leave once you're at boot camp or basic training or all that, cause you already signed a contract. For OCS, you're allowed to like drop whenever you want. It's just that if you drop on request, you're disqualified forever. And the funny thing is too, even if you like complete the entire 10 weeks and just like graduate and all that, you could also still choose not to commit and just like, nah, I'm just go back to being a civilian. That's an option. And I heard a story that one person actually did that. It was like they went through all the stuff at OCS for like 10 weeks, graduation, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go enlist instead.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I was like, nah, I already passed all the officer stuff. I'm gonna go enlist instead. And
That's crazy.
they're like, what? Why? And they're like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. And apparently the guy,
It's just like, I don't know. I just felt like it.
and funny thing is with that story, apparently afterwards the guy regretted his decision. Funny that.
No.
No way.
What?
He had his college degree. He graduated from OCS. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go enlist instead." And after a couple of years, I was like, huh, maybe I made a bad decision. And what the funny thing was, he was like, if he when he wanted to do like an officer thing again, he had to go through OCS again, just to do that. He was like, why, bro?
Young and dumb. That's funny.
I like how they followed his career just to know the story, like just know what happened to him, and then yeah, he just wound up trying to go back there. That's fucking wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it's just some people. I guess that option is there because like some people like that exist.
Yeah. Being young and dumb, man. You're like, yeah, this isn't for me. All right, I'll just do the fucking shit.
It's like it's like dropping out of college to go back to high school, get your diploma in high school. You know when you it just seems like such a downgrade.
I wouldn't. Well,
If that were to exist, if that makes sense, you know.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if that really counts because like in order to get the college, you have to like graduate high school first, or get a GED.
Yeah, but right.
Hypothetically, I'd say probably like instead of like that, you probably like
It's the equivalent of that.
I'd say like a trade school probably.
And that's not the
you
same
get your
thing.
degree, but you're like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm gonna go to trade school.
The pay difference between the pay for a trade school like from a trade is actually pretty good. It's just
Bad example, just because like college degrees like are pretty shit right now. As like the lies they told us go to college will be good.
It varies, but yeah. It depends on what the degree is and what's going on.
If the world worked how it's like it was advertised, and yeah, that I'd say that would make sense, but no.
Hey, he's learning the basics. He's going back to high school to learn the basics. He needs some help.
It's like, hey, you want to be an executive at McDonald's? He's like, nah, I'm gonna just go work the register.
Yeah. There we go. That makes sense. That's the perfect one right there. You want to be upper management? Like, nah. I'll just be front end instead.
After a few years of being at the register, he's like, I might have made a mistake. And they're like, yeah, you were gonna be a good executive. Like you passed everything. He's like, nah. I just want to
more benefits, more pay, and you're like, nah. I like to not be happy instead. I like to have less stuff.
Hey, you never know. He's happy working the front desk of the fucking.
That's the lie he tells himself. Like I made a good decision. I'm happy.
Inside the register.
It's the.
His dad is disappointed. He's like, son, I sent you to business school, and for what? What did you do? I just wanted to work the register. Like
it's not about the money. It's about the experience. Is what we tell ourselves.
And it's like, you know what, Dad, you're right. Maybe I should have kept the executive job and made like 8 times the money of what I would have made at McDonald's at least. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You live and you learn. You make mistakes. You learn from it.
As Gene said, young and dumb, and sometimes young, dumb, and full of cum. Yes.
True.
Mm-hmm. So, last podcast of 2021. How do you guys feel, or what's your plans for like the upcoming year? Since it's right around the corner, literally in like 2 days.
Survive.
Yeah. That's the objective right there. Survive.
I don't know, man. Like next year, within the next few months, I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna get accepted. That's about like the majority of it into the schools I'm applying for, and then until I go back to school, it's just like nothing else regarding that. When it comes to work, my site's closing in a few weeks, so I don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah.
to me after that.
Yeah,
Either,
you've been talking about that. Like every time I drop you off at work, is like one of these days it's gonna close down.
Yeah,
Hopefully in like January or something like that.
yeah, and so now that it's actually closing in January, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Whether it's gonna be me moving to a different site, me staying within the same company and working for the same uh, owner of the site, just the site's being moved somewhere else, or if it's like I get laid off, and I have no fucking clue. It's the company I work for. They're terrible, and I never know what's gonna happen to me. So that's like a big question mark. Even though that's like literally like 3 weeks from now. So
remember, if they ask you for the bonus money, take it and then quit.
Yeah, that one job I applied for that had like what a $3,000 signing on bonus. I was like, this looks too good to be true. I'm gonna do it anyways. Never got back to me, so I'm like, all right, whatever.
yeah,
Guess that's not happening.
and
I think I got a phone call like a couple of days ago, but I was busy with something, and they just called once and that was it. So I never left a message either. So I wonder if that was it, but I'll never know. Doubt it, but
What do you call anything besides finding a job for this upcoming year? I know you have OCS. That's be a bigger chapter compared to like the first half of what's going to happen to you.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's pretty much just like finding a job right now, just to hold over, make sure my bank account doesn't hit zero, and I'm able to pay for stuff like food and gas. Other than that, it's just like same old, same old. Up just working out, studying. Hopefully, I get selected in the spring for the summer OCS class and all that. So yeah, right now I've just been like, I think yesterday I learned how to do land nav, and today, land nav.
Wow, I haven't heard that
Yeah.
name in years.
I haven't heard that terrible beast in forever. And I think today I was just like, right before we started, just doing like 5-paragraph orders and all that. Just like, this is how I give out mission briefs and all that. And say in a very official voice and all that. So yeah.
What are your guys'
Nothing new.
What are your guys' goals for the podcast? My next goal is
That's a good question.
Episode 69. I just want us to get that far.
Yep.
What episode are we on right now?
66.
Yeah.
Oh, 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
So-
like 3 episodes away.
2022
Is
is the year of
69.
episode 69.
Yep.
Yep.
We have to do something special for that episode.
Oh yeah,
It's 69. We can't not do it.
that is true.
Well, we'll have to brainstorm ideas sometime then, because it's gonna happen soon. I think it's actually gonna happen after I lose my my job.
That just means more free time for research.
I don't know. Like maybe not. Maybe I get more work because I lost my site. So I don't know. Anything could happen. And maybe by then Dean will be dead, or Paul will be dead, and it will be sponsored by some coffin industry.
Some funeral home.
If there were,
We start the intro like, hey, what up, guys? It's our boy. It's Dean and Jim. You may be wondering why it's just the two of us today. Well, we come to bring you bad news. Paul has died from the unicorn variant. He died on the toilet of all things. It was very unfortunate. Hand on his dick and everything.
He was turned into a Cybertron. Decepticon.
hey, at least I lived. At least I died happy then.
No, you died right before you were able to bust a nut. Right before.
I died in the process, like fighting for the right video, but being frustrated I can't find a good one.
Yeah. By the time you were ready to bust, it was already too late.
Sorry, too late. Damn.
Unicorn got you.
Man, that's how you get true blue balls right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even nutting and lack of oxygen because you're dead. You stop breathing.
You know how else you would die?
What?
You
I died more than one way?
Yeah, so now the reason why you were on the toilet is because you were in the shower and you stepped on a banana peel. You stepped on the
Not
toilet
so.
with,
It's
your,
not
with your hand in your
Can
dick.
I just like sip on water? Can I just like sip on water like a normal person? Why is there a banana peel?
You were eating
Why is there
bananas.
like a Mario Kart circuit going on in my bath? My shower?
It was the same
and
banana
then
peel from high school. They're like, "Hey, remember me, bitch? Remember when you stepped on me last time? This is part 2, motherfucker." And
Part
then,
two?
yeah,
Damn, bro. That was a while ago. I forgot about that.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't there for it because I wasn't in high school then. But you know, the story still rings true.
I think that was in my sophomore year, I think.
Yeah, so the year before I got to high school.
Mm-hmm. You're a little kid. You're a small person, and who would have thought that we'd all become friends a couple years later?
And I would become so much taller than you guys. That's wild.
I know, right? You son of a bitch. How dare you? How did this happen? Where did I go wrong?
Well, I have
I
white
know where I
people
went
genes.
wrong. Everybody took every tall gene I have, and they split themselves up. They took away from me. They stole it.
I mean, your younger sister is not taller than you.
We're about the same height. So.
You know,
Yeah, that's
you know,
the only consolation right there.
it's been over 10 years since I met you guys. Just curious, like if you guys were to meet like high school version of me right now, but as an adult, that makes sense.
Well,
Would
like
you guys,
high school,
would you,
what high school you, but in your current body?
yeah, basically. Would you
That's
guys
a
become
very-
friends with that person?
That's a very shy Jim.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, let's say, like, in this hypothetical scenario, like, were we already, like, friends, like, we're friends with you right now, but all of a sudden, like, out of the blue, high school
Yeah,
gym is
I
in
just
your
like,
body.
and I'm just like,
Does that mean he gets shorter?
no, it'd still be the same height. Maybe my haircut or my fashion sense would be different or something, you know?
I mean,
But
we'd probably be friends with you just for the
personality.
just
everything.
from the simple idea, like we need to get Kurt and Jim back. We need to find a way. All right, we're just using you to send you back in time to whatever time period
You're
you're from.
trying to figure out the ingredients to bring me back to where I am now.
That's the only reason why I would be friends. Other than that, I'd be like, well, he probably wouldn't even jump on, and I'm not gonna go hang out at your house for no reason. So,
Bro, I think what would be the craziest thing is to find myself like so much taller than I was. Like if I were like go back like my past self would go to this current body, I'd be like,
Holy
the
shit,
fuck happened, you know?
dude, imagine
'Cause
like
I was always short throughout my entire time in school. I was shorter than every other kid, but all of a sudden, like it's just out of nowhere. That'd be wild. That would be wild to pass me, you know?
your motor skills would be like down to toilet, because then all of a sudden, like, your arm or your legs are a lot longer than younger Jims is used to it, so you're just gonna be like tripping over yourself all the time, or just like smacking into walls or like things and all that.
Running into like the top of the door frame or some shit. A lot of...
It'll be like you when you're in Japan, but like times 20.
True. Yeah.
All the time.
I would
You're
like reach to wipe, but it's like way fucking longer than I expected. You know, like
So you're just
It's
like
on your
you just put your
forearms.
hand into
It's
the
on your
toilet water.
forearms and you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
You try to like go up to like clean your butt, but you just like grab the poo in the toilet instead.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, oh no, I have to wear glasses all the time again. You know, and then that would suck. Cause back at that time, like I only wore glasses when I was like reading or like on the computer or some shit. But yeah, I don't know. That would suck, dude, for that guy. I don't know what happened to Kurt and me, but
I mean, maybe you go back in time or something. I don't know. You just like
what if he just came back like in this during the podcast? How would you guys like deal with it? You know, just like, hey, so what's going on? I'd be like,
I would assume like you're doing a bit, and then go on for like make jokes for like a couple minutes until we realize like they're like, all right, Jim, the bit's over. This is dumb. And you're just like, what? Where am I? What's happening? I don't understand. What's going on?
What year is this?
Paul Dean? What?
Very funny, Jim. It's year
What is it?
2021.
Discord? What is that? I don't understand.
what is Twitch? Like,
And I'm like, all right, Jim, this is a dumb bit. And then after a while, like, all right, hello, audience, we may need to cut off. And then we're like, I'll be like, Jim, what the fuck? What are you doing? And all that.
I was like,
And
why,
you'd be-
why are you cursing at me? You never cursed before.
You would say frick. I was a good boy back then. I didn't swear. Even when I like fractured my left shoulder, I didn't say one solitary swear.
Oh, what about with Paul? What if like 10 years ago Paul came back like in this body?
Dude, he would be like, "Who the hell are you guys?"
I'd also be really quiet too, because I wasn't a talker either.
What the frick? Who the fuck are you? You look at me, you're like, who the fuck are you?
Why did I say
Sorry,
frick?
who the frick are you? That's not very cool, Beans.
Oh shit! I forgot about Cool Beans. Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Do you think your list would return like if you were to like go back for, like or your past self would come back?
My past self lisp for right now?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
think they'll come back?
I still kind of got like a lisp still right now.
It was stronger back then though.
I reckon it's stronger. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure how that works.
Can you imagine?
I mean,
past Paul would be like, "I don't have a lisp. I don't have a lisp."
And you see like you see your like anime posters in the background, you're like, what the fuck?
I mean, here's the thing though. The only time I hear my lisp is when I listen to recordings of myself. When I speak, like when I listen to myself normally, like every day, I don't hear anything. I sound like perfectly fine. The only time I notice I have a lisp is when I listen to recordings. That's it. So I don't think even past Paul would notice. He would just like, all right, everything's the same. Maybe my voice would be like, I would notice like my voice be deeper or something. But
Oh, Paul would try to go back on TF2, but he finds that no one plays anymore. That would kill him.
nah, people still play TF2. People still play
But not
that.
as much as it was back then though. Like no one here.
Definitely not as much. I'd be like, what's with all these like new cosmetics and all that? But it's like I probably jotted down like new items, new hats and all that. But there hasn't been like a major TF2 update in like 10 years, so it's not.
I mean, it has a steady player base. I assume because it's hard to find a game that's like it, right? Since it's like one of a kind in the way it.
I mean, Overwatch definitely tried. I think there was a game like called Paladins or something like that back then too.
I think it still exists, like the Overwatch clone, right?
Yeah, Paladin.
Yeah.
It's still on Steam.
Yeah, but I never played it, so I wouldn't know. Actually, weren't we we were talking last week about like playing like Valheim or something like that when Drum comes back.
Is he back? Dorm, are you here?
He's not on Twitch chat, so I guess not. He's not here today.
Probably still on his Tahoe trip.
He says he's been trying to get back, but apparently there's like a storm or some shit, so it's delayed his return.
Oh no, 2022 is coming with a vengeance.
It's like, hey, you survived COVID. Well, shit. We have to make it up somehow.
Unicron variant. The Cybertrons are coming.
Not the unicorn variant. Yeah, apparently, like he had to fly up to Chico in order to fly back to where we are, because all the major roads are closed. Yeah.
Ooh. Because of the storm.
Yeah, apparently. Because all the roads are closed. I think they're trying to open up the roads right now, but yeah.
But
I was just reading it. He posted that yesterday, so maybe he might be home today, but yeah. You would have to DM him to know if he's going to be available for Valheim or anything. So.
Got you.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see one day. We'll probably know if whenever we're on Discord and we see him on like a orange or like yellow thing next to his name.
Yeah.
That's probably how I would see it.
I can't check it right now because I'm.
Yeah, we're not right now.
Maybe after.
Yeah. We'll try that out. Get that new game to well, it's not new, but new game for us to play because
game for us.
We've been in a drought for like months, like almost like this entire year, I reckon. Oh, what?
I played Valorant last night.
Oh, Valorant. Oh, I thought you said Valheim. They both start with a V and have an A. Yeah.
Val. Yeah.
Val. They both start with Val, so yeah.
That's so funny last night.
What, Valorant?
Yeah, we had a guy went 0-18 on our team,
That sounds like me.
and then we technically lost, but since we memed the one kill that he had, he finally got killed last round, but we lost.
Yeah.
So
I see.
we won.
You guys won in your heart, though.
Yeah, in the spirit we won. We told our enemies, and they agreed.
Yeah. Like
So,
that's like the most That's like the greatest feeling when you're that guy when you finally get a kill, and the most humiliating thing when you're the guy that gets killed by the one guy has like 0 kills and like a trillion deaths. That's it. That's the biggest insult right there.
it's fun.
Bet.
How is the game by now? Right now, because I know like it's been like months since I played. And I just wonder if there's like any big changes or anything besides like the new character.
Not really.
There was that one new map
Yeah, though.
after Breeze.
Fracture. Right.
Fractured,
That
yeah.
one's fucking confusing.
I hear everyone like hates it, that one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like Breeze.
If that's true, then the tier list of like hated maps is like the top of being like the most hated, but like Fractured. Breeze is no longer the most hated now because Fractured's there, and Icebox is not the most hated because Breeze and Fractured are there.
I like Breeze.
Yeah.
I hate it, and just because like I feel like so limited in my weapon choices. Like it has to be a long range or something, and I can't like save items and like expect a like somewhat of a return.
You can't just buy a shotgun because you're never in range.
I mean, there was this one guy who like bought a shotgun and destroyed our entire team for some reason on Breeze somehow. That's what we got destroyed that game.
We had a guy destroy us on the most annoying way possible. The Odin.
Yes.
It was on Ascent too, so that was like the Odin map that they chose. And we still won, but like that was a hard match.
What is it? Yeah, I remember. Maybe hate the Odin. Like, because before this one particular match, I was like, who gives a fuck about the Odin? Like, no one buys it. It's not a big a deal. And then we played. I think it was with. I'm not sure who was there, but it was like on Split where they just like all bought Odins. They just sprayed the fuck out of the walls, and we just like couldn't fucking. We just stood there. We're like,
yeah, we just couldn't get in.
Yep.
Yeah.
By that point, we were already like in a massive loss.
No, I think we were winning. Like, we were winning like the first few rounds.
Yeah, we were winning the few rounds.
We were winning the first few rounds, and they just got Odins, and they just started. Then we just couldn't do anything on the on our attack rounds. That was just it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like us just being sitting ducks as they just sprayed where we were trying to enter, and then yeah, like we moved from like A to B and everything, but they did nothing changed. It was just the same shit because everyone had an Odin. That's when I started hating Odins.
I could have sworn that's when we were like losing, but I don't know. Maybe I misremembered it. Because normally that's when the memes start coming out. Because like if everyone brings out Odins, I assume like people are memeing at that point. Yeah, and people don't do that unless they're super confident in their abilities to win, or they're just like, well, we're super losing, so might as well. And now we just like, hey, knife fight in the middle, and all that. So
that's what they do on the like the Twitch Valorant tournaments. Is that they for every pistol round, or the first round of each phase, everyone knife fights. Yeah, and then you buy gun the second round or the round after.
Really?
Yeah. So like round 1, everyone knife fights. Round 13, everyone knife fights.
That sounds like fun. Definitely a lot better than just like all right, let's hopefully I get a kill with this shitty classic.
Yeah,
all that.
It's just a Twitch tournament thing. It's not like the pro Valorant thing.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And that's still fine.
That's cool.
I prove that more, anyways. But
I like that knife fight in between the switch.
I think another. I don't know if this happened or not, but according to Little Ron, apparently like the classic also got nerfed. That shitty pistol. That made even. I don't know what they nerfed, but apparently they like.
I would assume it's the right click, right? If they were to nerf something about it.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it's like the jumping right click, because apparently it was like still relatively accurate, but they nerfed.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the thing about the right click was that people would like try to go for an RNG like right click, and then just have it just kills one instantly instead of like
hopefully
having aim. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it lands all on the head.
Yeah. I wasn't sure on the DSLs what they got nerfed, so I just seemed like, okay, maybe just like, the normal left click aim is just they added more spread or something. But no, I mean that's just my justification to make myself feel better whenever I whiff every single headshot with that thing.
With the right
That's my
click or
excuse.
The,
The left click.
oh, the left click.
The left click. That's my excuse. It's just like it's the spread. It's the spread.
I'm curious. Are you guys gonna play Halo Infinite?
Probably not.
Is that on
Really?
PC?
It's on PC. Yeah, it's free. It's free as well.
Oh, it's free?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
free.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I mean,
I hear good things about it, and I was talking to JC, who was on the podcast, like one of the early episodes. He said he's been playing a lot of it. And he says it's a lot of fun. So
I'm just so used to the Battlefield.
take that how you guys will.
huh?
I'm just so used to the Battlefield concept that I don't know.
I think at the very least I know the multiplayer is free. As for the campaign, I don't think that's free.
Okay.
The
it
multiplayer
would make
is
sense. It
free.
would make sense.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. Because if I were to play
It's like
Halo, it'd most likely just be for the campaign. Because I don't really play multiplayer that much.
Oh really?
I used to.
Oh.
Play a
I
lot.
never really got into it when I was younger, just because I didn't own an Xbox and I didn't have Xbox Live.
Why not get into
Oh.
it now though?
I mean,
Because you're able to.
I could, but then when I look how the mechanics work for that in comparison to like how other games are, it doesn't appeal to me as much. Just because like originally like Halo started off as just like designed around the handheld controller, not the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
That's what it was designed for. And I don't know if they changed it for like Infinite, but I definitely noticed like when I played like the anniversary series for Halo, it definitely felt like, I mean, I got used to it for the keyboard and mouse, but it definitely felt like this feels off how it feels. So
Okay.
I don't think I could get into like a competitive multiplayer mindset with that on, because it'd be like I'd just be complaining like, this shit sucks. I can't snipe people. It's hard.
Why a shift, not sprint? Damn it!
It's why is everything so slow? Why does it turn so weird?
Yeah, that was my problem because I'm not an FPS guy, but I think I told this to Paul. But my friend gifted me Rainbow Six because he wanted me to get into it with him. And,
I know what you're talking about.
And in that game, because the only game I played a lot of when it comes to shooting games was Valorant, right? And in that game, it's the opposite. Where in Valorant, you wanna hip fire because it's far more accurate and you shoot way more bullets with it. With Siege, it's the opposite. If you hip fire, it's trash, and if you ADS, it becomes a lot more accurate. So instinctively, I always whenever I had like an easy shot on someone, I kept fucking hip firing, and I kept missing. I was like, oh, because I'm just thinking it's Valorant the whole in my mind, I instinctually playing it, and I miss, and then yeah, they just kill me because I forget to switch to ADS to shoot, but.
Yeah, that's the rule. That's the rule for most FPSs. It's the Valorant and the Counter-Strike version of shooting that's like off. That's like in the minority. And
Yeah,
how the rule set works.
Yeah, so I kept fucking that up.
I just couldn't get into it. No matter how hard I tried, I was like,
Yeah, he gave me the caveat. It was like, hey, I'll gift you the game. If you don't like it, you never have to play it again. So I didn't feel bad that because I let him know, like, hey, just letting you know, high chance I'll play play once and never play it again. And he went in knowing that, so I was like, all right, if you know that and you still insist I try it out, and then you gift me the game because I'm not paying for it. And he gifted it to me. I downloaded it. I tried it out, and I was like, eh. Like besides the firing side thing aside, which I would be able to get used to if I would play more, I didn't like the planning phase. If you guys are familiar, where you have to send in your drones. That was like really boring to me. I didn't care. I found it really boring. I didn't really enjoy that much.
I just wanted to.
And the whole building the walls thing, I was like, I was like whatever about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, not an FPS guy, so like my opinion isn't worth that much. But I didn't care for it personally.
Yeah. That's all fine and good. I've never played Siege either. I think for me, it's just like any games where you don't respawn after you die, I'm less likely to play just because like
you gotta wait.
I'd rather spend time playing the fucking game and not just like waiting.
It
And
depends on what you're playing it for, though, right? If you're playing if you're playing to like get good and play competitively, the no respawn thing is better because it's a better measure of how good you are. Whereas if you're playing the respawn thing, if you're playing for fun, that's better because you just want to fucking just you just want to have the gunplay. That's all you care about, not the
yeah. As I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot less try hardy and competitive when it comes to like my games. I'm just more like more casual is what appeals to me more. So I'd rather just like respawn after I die. Or I think that's like I know I just like that idea after like playing like my biggest FPS was like TF2 and after you die you respawn and all that. So
And you slap some people.
Overwatch as well, right?
You slap some people. Yeah, Overwatch. You slap some people with like some ham or something. Throw a jar of piss at people. But go ahead.
I was gonna say 3 more days we can play Overwatch again.
Dude, Overwatch was
How
so
about
fun.
the annual Overwatch game?
Yeah.
Not games, not sessions, just game. Singular. No S. Just one game of Overwatch per year. That's it.
Yeah. We gotta hit our quota, you know.
I don't know how that became like a tradition, but it
just happened because I think I forgot when I started playing with everyone. I would play with like Joram like once or twice a year, and the next year it was like once, and then the next year it was once again. And then I just noticed there was like kind of a pattern where we just played for like a day or two, and that was it for the year.
Yeah.
And then now it's like kind of memed because this year we played once and that was it. And then because we brought up the joke like, oh yeah, that's it for the year, and then now it's like thing.
It's legit
Yeah.
a thing. The same thing happened for us when it came to like PUBG, which we played recently, and we were like, you know what?
Garbage.
It was kind of fun. Let's play it again. And we played it, and we're like, this game is kind of shit. I forgot about how much we died in this game and not killed anyone.
Hey,
90% of the time,
to be fair,
just waiting.
we got some kills.
We got some kills, but it was hard. I had to try hard for that, and just like I could be having fun playing something else instead. For,
Are
like,
you
much less effort?
have you ever changed your mind about Apex Legends or anything now that it's a lot bigger than it used to be?
What, me?
Yeah. Or Dean, I don't remember how opposed to Apex Dean was, but
I hate
because I know Ron is like a big Apex player, and he tries to get you into it, right?
At first it was me trying to get him into it, and then I hated it because it was really stupid how it worked.
Yeah,
I was
I think
so
it's-
used to PUBG where your shield fucking gets destroyed, and that's it.
Your armor, yeah.
And then you fucking gun down the guy. This one was like, oh yeah, let me just shield up again, and it was just so annoying.
Mm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dean because I don't think I ever had any strong opinions about Apex. I'm just not interested. That's it.
There's a lot of crouching, sliding involved, which is like it's a lot strenuous.
I mean the slide run seems fun just because I do that a lot in BF5.
Well, yeah, the BF5 one's fun, but that game is something else. Like you're shooting the same guy, and then he's sliding, and you're just like, dude, like, come on, your slide's like a mile away.
I think Warframe had that where you would like slide for like years.
Yeah.
Yep. And you just like you would like slide, jump, and then hit your melee button, and you just like be like a helicopter and fly across the map. It was a lot of fun, but you're playing. It's only PVM, not PvP. Actually, I don't think I ever played PvP. There was a PvP aspect, but just like in the clan hall. But that was mostly PVM, so it was a lot of fun. Because it's just like bots shooting at you, and no one cares about bots. No one cares about their feelings. They're not people.
Yeah, I think I went back. Was it last year or? It was when they introduced the Australian guy character, and I was like, this guy's memeable.
This guy's crazy because he's an Aussie.
Australian.
Okay.
I went
Well,
back.
shrimp on a
I realized
barbie,
why I
eh?
left. It was just so stupid. Everyone's just fucking sliding everywhere.
Got you. Yeah, it's a pretty big game, but I don't know. It just never appealed to me, so that's why I never started.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free too.
yeah.
Isn't it still free?
It's still
For any game to get big, you have to. It has to be for free. That's what I think. It was
Yeah.
PUBG fucked up because PUBG made a lot of money by not making it free. But I think that $30 was such a barrier to the kids, and that's why the kids went towards Fortnite instead.
Yep.
Actually, fun fact, I think PUBG is actually going free to play in 2022.
Yeah.
It only took them
Yeah.
a couple years.
Yeah. Because I guess the creators were like, this game's kind of dying. Let's make it free to play.
I get my refund then.
I know, right?
Oh, refund.
Same with For Honor, man.
I know.
I need the money from For Honor and PUBG could be going towards some game on Steam sales right now, man.
Right?
That I could have used that money to hold out for an extra week before my
Honor did such
TSA job.
For Honor did such a cool concept though.
Yeah,
It's
it's really
cool
cool
on
concept.
paper, but
I mean, I had fun playing it, but it's a game For Honor. Either you hated the game or you loved the game. It was no in between, and
I always played the hard character.
I played her.
I was enjoying it, but I need someone else to play it with me because just me by itself it's boring. It's just man.
I mean, there was Little Ron. He played it a lot back then.
No, it was way before. It was way
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah, it was way
I mean, I played it pretty early on too, in the beta, I think, and I got the game day one. I think I don't know why we didn't play with each other during that time, but I don't
was in
know.
Japan.
All right, yeah,
different time zone.
right. So time zone. So yeah, there's no way it's gonna happen.
But yeah, I enjoyed playing For Honor. It got boring real quick.
For me, it wasn't boring. For me, it's just very frustrating. It's just very rage-inducing, that game.
Yeah, the people I played with was always mad. I'm like, yo, just chill. Look, I'm dying. I'm gonna respawn in a bit. We lose.
Yeah, it's just I didn't realize it at the time, but then people figured out later on, wait a minute, this is just a fighting game in disguise. They trick you into playing a fighting game. It's like trying to play Tekken, where you're button mashing against people who know what they're playing or what they're doing.
It's like a fighting game that's also rock paper scissors.
Yeah, it's a very
exactly.
rock paper scissors game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're trying to get good at rock. It's like trying to get good at rock paper scissors, dude.
The people that play Orochi were the underdogs.
Dude, that was me. I was an Orochi player.
Same
So I
here.
just how? We have no openings. We don't know how to start a fight. We just all right. I show up. I'm all right. I
wait
do
for
this.
you.
It's just
I wait for you, good sir. Have at me. I parry.
because the guy is meant for counterattacks. So
Yeah.
what do you do when they don't attack you? So you're okay. I guess you just stand there and dance.
Have at me, sir. Swing at me. Swing.
You know,
Swing, please.
I actually got lucky in the sense that I stopped playing before the community got toxic. Because I think my friend got me to try it out during the beta, and then I played it for a little bit after it released, and then it was generally not toxic, and then I stopped playing because I got bored of it, and then the community got worse apparently from after that, and I was like, well, dodged the bullet then.
Remember
The
that?
same thing happened with Overwatch. The toxicity.
Yeah. I mean,
People are super nice at the beginning. I remember even seeing an article at the beginning. It's what did Blizzard do right in Overwatch, and why is the community so
Dude,
nice and good?
I remember those days.
And then after a while, it's a switch just got flipped, and it's everyone's super toxic and competitive.
Everyone just wanted to fucking win. You couldn't play your favorite character.
It's just that wonder, this is a new game. Absolutely no one knows what they're doing, so everyone's having fun. But then a meta pops up, and then that's when the toxicity comes.
Yeah, the 2-tank meta.
The 2 tank, the 2 supports, 2 attack, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my fun being a Genji main.
Yeah, you play Genji all the time.
I know. I look at my eyes holy shit, this is the only character I played besides Torbjorn.
That was a Pharaoh main.
But it's what can you do? That's I like the gameplay. I fucking throw shurikens and then slash people. But people want
Yeah.
to win for some reason.
Well, we'll be returning to that gameplay in a couple days, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be. We could just save our one game for like I don't know April or something. You know.
that's
Just
true. That is true. I thought you were gonna say like
there's no rush. We just do it one day and then that's it.
I thought you were gonna say like we'll save it again for we'll hold it over for next year. So next year we play 2 games, not 1.
That's true.
In the year of 2022, we play Overwatch 2 times.
Yeah, and I think they're releasing Overwatch 2, which is like a campaign, I think, right? For
like
people who
yeah.
are still playing that game.
yeah, but
I imagine that's not something you guys are gonna get into because, you know.
yeah, I don't care. It's just like it seems weird because it's like when they first announced Overwatch 2, it's like it's gonna be PVM. I was like, this is a meme. This is a joke, right? I thought Overwatch 2 was just like it's like Overwatch 1 with multiplayer, all that, but you know, slightly better graphics and they changed McCree's name.
I thought it was a meme where Overwatch 2 was just gonna be Overwatch but like updated, but it's still gonna just be multiplayer. And I thought like that's stupid. Why the fuck? Why would you make an Overwatch 2 when Overwatch 1 already exists?
Exactly.
Yeah, turns out it was just a campaign. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. I have no idea how they're gonna pull it off.
Campaign
But
plus multiplayer.
yeah.
New skins for everybody.
Indeed. Ah, well, we'll see. I don't even know if that's coming out. I've not been paying attention at all to that. And if it does,
Oh, it came out already, but I guess not.
I mean, I assumed if it did, I assumed my YouTube homepage would let me know.
I thought Overwatch, like based off the hype on release, I thought it was gonna be it was gonna be like the next League of Legends, you know, like because it got a massive player base right away. It was really hyped up and everything, and then
The porn hub was a treasure trove of new animations.
the porn on Pornhub was like popping off, like I think apparently like it took over like Pornhub like in terms of like viewership like over everything else, or something. I don't know,
Yep.
but yeah. It looked like the sky was, you know, the sky was the limit, you know, for Overwatch.
Yep.
But then, and out of nowhere, it just fell off like a cliff.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen such a meteoric rise in a
Fall.
you know, in
Since
fall.
Overwatch.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Apex got big, but even if it declined, it was never like Overwatch big. But Overwatch was like, all right, we're the first of our kind. We're gonna be the next League of Legends, boys. And then nothing.
We're the first.
Well,
League
it
of
definitely had that jump because it was a Blizzard IP.
Yeah.
Like Blizzard games are, you know, usually pretty good.
Back when Blizzard had a good reputation.
Yeah.
Had a good reputation, and people thought like it's Blizzard. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good polished game. And now
you hear Blizzard. They're like,
Do you think they fucked up with
collectively booze.
Do you think they fucked up with the loot boxes? Do you think
I
they
mean,
could have done better if they're like, oh, you want this skin, you pay X amount of money for it, or you know, maybe not money, but like the in-game currency, you pay like in Valorant, you pay for like you spend $10, you get X amount of points, and you spend that points on skins instead of like, oh, you know, like yeah, you level up and get loot boxes, and you might get stuff you like, maybe.
It's such a different day back then too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe if they tried out the League way, the League store way, where it's like, oh, you want the skin, just buy it. Maybe they would have done better.
Or the Valorant way, where it's like, oh, you get different guns every different skins every day or some shit. You log in every day. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of like, all right, here's a box, pray for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the nature of loot box in general back then. Was just like, you know, you roll. That's why it's like, you know, people equated like loot boxes with gambling, but you know, it's not.
That's because it is though.
It is gambling, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I think back then it was like fine. I never.
It might be a good way to get people to spend money, but then they're not. But it's not a good way to get them to be satisfied though with what they get. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would imagine like in a gacha game where you're like spending money on rolls, it's shitty for the player, but it makes the fucking company a lot of money. Like, but then if they can choose a game where you're like, hey, you want this new PNG of your favorite waifu, you spend $5. Like, I think that'd be better for the player, but shittier for the game company.
Aren't they? I saw this on Twitter. Aren't they like making like NFTs of waifus or something? Like NFT waifus or something?
Maybe.
I'm sure there.
I
I'm
don't
sure
follow
there are.
NFTs. Like,
NFTs are a scam.
yeah.
They are a scam. I just see it like every now and then. I see like crypto
Nope.
bros taking an L or something like that.
The way people are talking about it, it's like they're trying to sell you like a knife set. They're like, hey, this is a knife set. It's $50. You if you can spend money, buy your own bunch of knife sets and try to sell them for profit. This is gonna be the next big thing. Trust me, just invest in it. This is what it sounds like to me,
It's just a pyramid scheme.
At least with the knife thing, you're getting actual knives. With the NFT thing, you're not getting anything like of actual use.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking people trying to make new ways to scam people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And now the stakes are just bigger. So the
Yeah, it's
people.
Wasn't there like a company that like promoted NFTs, but then they're like never mind, we're not doing any NFTs anymore.
Discord.
Was it Discord?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
What happened with Discord is that Discord's like, okay, we're gonna pump NFTs on Discord, and then people started unsubscribing from Nitro, and they refused to buy Nitro, which is their subscription program to get like a bunch of benefits.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so Discord lost like a lot of money, and they're like, did we say NFTs? No, you're right. We hear our community. We're not gonna pump out NFTs, but the users didn't believe them, so they still didn't buy Nitro, and then they're like, hey, so Nitro is gonna be you pay for 1 month, get 1 month. There's some promotion they gave out,
Oh,
and
shit, I would have paid for that 1 month.
Discord users were still like, no, we're not getting Nitro, and now they're like, because the users still think they're gonna try to push in NFTs at some point anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. Wait till they say buy 1 month, get the year off free. I'll be.
The shitty thing about NFTs, and it's not just for the three of us, but for everyone else, is that if you're like a PC enthusiast, what they use to like store NFTs and store the information about exchanging, NFTs, selling, buying, whatever. That's done by servers, and the servers require like a shit ton of like 30 cards from Nvidia to power those servers up. So I saw like a picture it was a picture where it was like hundreds of 30 series Nvidia cards in one room to power up a server to handle all the NFT transactions. So if you want to invest in NFTs, just know that you're feeding these GPUs towards people who are just using them to mine Bitcoin or fucking use them to exchange crypto or exchange NFTs and all that stuff.
Yeah, another con is they don't use actual money. They use crypto for you need crypto to buy NFTs, and to sell NFTs, you get crypto. So
yeah, and with NFTs, another thing is that you don't own the picture. You own the receipt to the picture. You don't actually own the picture. So they're just shit. There's nothing good about them.
That's why there's such a big meme, but it's a meme because people would actually take that seriously too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
2021 been a wild year of like weird shit going on. NFTs.
I'm happy with the way people are viewing NFTs. It seems like people are viewing them negatively. Like other than the environmental thing, they're hitting it because it seems like a scam, which is good because I'm glad people are seeing it that way. Like if most people were seeing it as like, oh, this is the next big thing, then I'll be very fucking concerned about the direction it's heading. But it seems like it's even if it's heading towards something where it's gonna get bigger, it's not as bad as it could have been.
I mean, I was like the reincarnation of like Bitcoin and all that, and people like that. That's definitely like Bitcoin definitely had more traction before it eventually like becoming more memed and crashed as well.
Yeah, people are souring on Bitcoin and other cryptos as well, which is good. I think the attitude is suggestive of like a bigger like prediction of where it's going to end up like later on.
Yeah, because I knew people that actually did mine Bitcoin as well.
Yeah,
and I was like, even then I was like, I don't understand it, and to this day I still don't understand it. But all I know is like, pretty sure it's a scam. So,
If you mine 1 Bitcoin, you're rich.
yeah.
Like, honestly, if someone gave me, like, someone was like, "Hey, here's 1 Bitcoin," I'd be like, "I'll take it." Even if it is a scam, I would sell it so the other crypto bros can fucking get scammed. You know, because if I'm gonna have it, might as well fucking benefit from it though.
Exchange it to cash.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, buy a house, have the boys move in, that sort of thing.
I mean, if that's how it works, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
All right, boys.
hour and 25.
We are at an hour 25. Wow. You're getting good at these, like, parsing these out a little bit longer than, like, we hit the minimum 1 hour. We can leave. It's like a job.
So before I give the outro, I just want to let the viewers know that this episode is going to be an NFT on the internet.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy this episode. All right. I'm joking. This is not an NFT. I wish. I'm just kidding. But anyway,
Give us money, please.
But anyway, yeah, you guys enjoyed today's episode. This being the last episode of 2021. Then just let us know. Let us know what happened in the comments. We enjoy reading the comments. If you were to leave one. And if you want us to head and give us some suggestions as to how to make the podcast better in 2022, let us know. Like if you want us to have no webcam because you think we're ugly, or maybe more of webcam because you think we're handsome. Either way, or both.
Ugly.
Or webcam on because you think we're ugly and you just want to feel better about yourself. That works too. We'll take it.
Hey, whatever makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
But yeah, just let us comment on whatever, how we can make it better for next year. What people you would want back. If you want more Kenny or more Jeffrey, just let us know. We'll try to kidnap them and bring them back in.
Don't forget to
Ron. If there are still any Ron fans out there, we can try to kidnap Ron. Although it would take more people to kidnap him than just the three of us, I think. So,
yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, big dude.
Don't forget to use the code Nincompoops for your funeral home, local funeral home, so you can get your coffin or earn 25% off.
Yeah, and if Dean survives, we'll see you next time, whenever that is, whether it's next week or whenever. And
Indeed.
If not, if Dean dies, we'll let you know in the next episode.
Nice.
Or Paul, or me. I'll let you know that I died next episode.
If all of us died, then there's a little bit of a problem there.
We will.
It's okay. Jeffrey will come back
as a ghost.
Yeah. They'll have to bring their little EMF readers to listen to the podcast. Yeah.
Again.
Cold. Ghost right.
Yeah. Freaking fast. I got training from Phasmophobia. I can hunt ghosts.
Welcome to the next episode of Nincompoops.
Except for the park one. That park one was stupid.
That was pretty.
Campsite.
I mean, that was pretty fun. We had that British guy on our team.
Yeah,
right.
if you want to watch us on Twitch or YouTube, all the links are in the description below of whatever platform you're watching us on. We try to start live every 6:30 PST on Twitch, and that's our consistent schedule. And other episodes 1 through 65 already up on YouTube. Our goal is to reach episode 69. So if we're all live by then, that'll be the magic number for that episode, and we'll try to think of something different for that one.
Something special, yeah.
Yeah, because 50, fuck special episode. 69, that's the one. Yep. That's the number. All right, and yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and that's about it. Peace.
Later. Happy New Year's.